For those with good taste.
All right, so we're talking Denzel, and so like we it's funny, we had said Denzel would be on like a can't miss list. I say that about his performances, but I don't necessarily say that about his movies. So I'm interested to know what you were gonna say here.
That's exactly how I feel, because when Matt said it, I was like, ugh. That's why I said the list is fluid for me. You might want to talk Denzel in the 90s. Oh, well, can't miss.
But is it him, or does he have like? Is it that he picks poor, like
which is why I said what I said to Matt. To me, in the Black Twitter world, Black community, our thing is always, hey, who do you like, Denzel or Will? Who's the better actor? And I'm always on the Will side. To some pushback, I would say to a lot of pushback. I think the majority would say Denzel, but for me, one of my biggest arguments is that Denzel plays one role really well. He is an authority figure in every really, really, really good movie. You tell me your top 5 favorite Denzel movies, 4 out of the 5, he's a police officer, a authority figure, somebody with a gun, and that's his role.
Yeah.
No knock, you do it really well. You're really good at it. But if you're an actor, to me, when I think actor, it is someone who is multifaceted, and that is my beef with who's the better actor thing. And are you a product of really good movies or really bad movies as an actor, Denzel, i.e. Denzel?
I 100%, like from my perspective, agree with what you're saying. I do think that there are probably people on the other side of this that could tell his movies that he's done that he doesn't have those things.
For sure.
So Flight.
Flight, and then what's the other one when he was in the hospital? John Q.
So I was also
that everybody always combats me with.
So like I was also gonna say, not that he has a gun. Maybe he's not even like Unstoppable.
Great movie. I think
he's not necessarily in a position of power
but
in that movie.
No one would say that's one of his upper crusts.
Yeah, so I think we're on the same page primarily. But
I'll throw a movie out there, and it wasn't one of his best. Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
How do you think he did in that film?
Good.
To me, that's what is a good gauge of how good of an actor you can be, because there wasn't a ton that he could do with that role, but he managed to do pretty well with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think John Travolta in that movie is probably the reason why I don't like that movie.
I think he's fine. I don't have a problem.
Okay, but to me,
I think that's a good movie.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
When you mention it being a fluid list, Denzel, I think, gets a lot of flack for playing a lot of the same roles.
That's a commonly said thing. I was going to ask you for clarification though. Are you speaking specifically of your issues with what he's done mostly modern day? Past
are you going
10
as
years?
far back?
Because I pulled up his IMDb because I had to refresh myself because the man's been acting forever now, right?
Could you pull it up, man?
While
we're talking.
I was just, dude, I scroll back and I'm like, damn. I mean, of course, remember the Titans, and then right before that, the man in '98 drops He Got Game. Those are movies that are not.
Yeah.
But you're right about the attitude he carries in those movies. But is that just because him as a human being, right? Think about where he's at in terms of acting perspective. I just feel like that comes through in his movies, that he's like, no, I'm the best to fucking do this.
Yeah. I'm glad that we brought up the IMDb, because he's played a lot of autobiographical movies. He's played Malcolm X, he's played Flight, and he's played another movie where he's basically portraying another character. Biopics, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Take The Book of Eli. Most people, again, I'm one of those people, I enjoyed that movie for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
He played a role that I didn't really understand, and he did it very well. If you look at the movies that he's most known for, he's always going to be that authoritative figure. He's going to be that guy that's yelling at someone. He's going to, King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah.
But when you look at the other movies that he's done and you judge him based on those, I think that's where he gets a lot of his merit from.
I'm looking at the list as we speak, and for what I have said so far about the things where he is an authoritative figure in it, or someone with a gun, for me, all of the ones I like are off the beaten path. I would say, quote, slightly.
Antoine Fisher.
Like you said, remember the Titans. That's up there for me. He Got Game. Summer basketball hit him hoop head. That's up there.
Shit,
for me.
no, I look at this list. This man is like a
the book
legend,
of Eli,
right?
Like, yeah,
he's
of course.
I do
I'm
agree.
talking legendary status of an
Safe
actor.
House?
Of course.
That's why I wanted the
Yeah,
clarification
great
because
movie.
from
Look it up.
2000. But that's where you're right. I think though is because when I think about what you're saying, I think about from 2010 till now, and I'm like, Safe House, Two Guns. Equalizer 2. It's like there is a certain role. Magnificent Seven. It's like you're right. The only thing I would say is Fences, right? And The Little Things. I haven't seen that, but I heard it's bad. Like
terrible.
So
Gun.
But I
He
look
got
at
a gun in Little Fences.
But I look at 2000 and before that, and this man like was. The thing is, like him in pre 2000.
Yeah.
He showed already. He already did all that.
Yeah, he did. He put in the work.
Dude, like Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Like this man played a million roles.
Yeah.
But I think
Devil
I
in the Blue Dress,
question.
even though he has a gun, still top 5 for me. I love Devil in the Blue Dress.
I still question though, in terms of the past 10 years, why isn't he working with some of these directors that have kind of taken off? And you are right. Like this is a conversation maybe we should have at a different time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we get into a Denzel or a Will Smith movie in the next few months,
I'm
and
here
like
for that.
that's what sparks us up again.
Yeah.
But I think this is a great conversation, and I think if anybody else has any opinions, please let us know.
For those with good taste. For those with good taste.